This is It Spaceship, in which I see if strange Lego pieces can be turned into spaceships. And this is Interpretation Corner, which is still not a corner. It's fine.
It's fine.
When I started testing the spaceship ability of certain Lego pieces, I tried my best to really integrate that piece into the meat of the spaceship, for lack of a better term. And that works really well for large pieces, but not so much for smaller ones, which is really the bulk of the brick that I have. And that's why I've changed the way that I interpret a ship made out of a piece as matching the vibe of that piece. But it's still really fun to try and design a ship around a single piece, so let's take some single pieces and make some mini ships. And let's go ahead and start with a new piece that I just got. This is a super interesting little swoopy piece, but there's really only one connection point, and that's the clip right here. This would make a great wing, but I'm actually gonna use it as the body of a ship by adding a little clip stud here with a clear tile on front. And I actually think it needs a little something more, so let's take this off, put on a little bar, and then replace it. Now that's a tiny spaceship, but a tiny spaceship is nothing without a tiny swoosh, so let's test it out. Wow. Punches above its weight for sure, 9.4 out of 10. Let's do another with some of these newer leaf pieces. This one also has some lovely subtle shaping, and I do think this is gonna make a great wing. So let's put 2 on this little upside down curve, and we'll do a little two-tone look with lime green. Some transparent wedges for the cockpit, and I wanna build more here, but I still want these leaves to be able to pivot. So we'll put 2 round studs onto a bracket, pop that on the back, and because these are rounded, it gives us a little bit of movement here. Flower thrusters, a little more detail, and we've got a little spaceship, the Green Machine. 0 emissions. Test the swoosh. Fresh, clean, like leaves rustling on a warm spring morning. 7 out of 10.
It's fine.
Let's do one more, but make it a little bit more challenging. This 3x3 tile is both kind of an odd size, and the only way to build on it is using the anti-studs in the bottom. But we can use those anti-studs to attach a little hinge, and this little frying pan looking piece can fit right between this notch here to be a blaster. We'll build 2 of those, attach them to this stud all over brick, and we have 4 studs here, which will match the 4 anti-studs in the bottom for us to put another one right on top. Double jumper, a smaller circle for the cockpit, and the fact that this overhangs a little bit will let us attach a little bit more body to the bottom. Another double jumper in the back, and a couple of studs back here for thrusters. And now we got one heavily armored spaceship machine. I'm gonna call this one the Beetle, which I guess makes this the Mosquito, and this one's a different bug. Let's see if this Beetle can swoosh. I don't know why it makes that noise. 7.6 out of 10. There are 3 little spaceships mostly made from a single piece.